It's late, the house is quiet, the lights are low, you slide under the blanket, ready for sleep. But your feet? Still cold. Not just cool to the touch, deeply chilled like the warmth just can't reach them anymore. You tuck them under the covers, rub them against each other, even pull on thick socks. And yet, the cold stays. I don't remember my feet feeling like this when I was younger, you might think. And you're right. As we age, many quiet changes take place inside us, in our blood, our nerves, our hormones, and our skin. Changes that don't announce themselves loudly, but instead speak through the little things. The way we sleep, the way we breathe, the way our feet feel on a winter night. Cold feet may seem like a small thing, but they're often a gentle signal. A whisper from the body saying, I need more warmth now. I need more attention than before. I've carried you far, but I can't hold warmth the way I used to. This video isn't just about fixing cold feet, it's about understanding what's really happening in your aging body and learning how to care for it, not with force or fear, but with kindness, attention, and daily gentleness. Let's explore why your feet might feel colder as the years go by, and 4 simple things you can do tonight to feel warmer, more comfortable, and more deeply at rest. Because you deserve warmth, you deserve comfort, and yes, even your feet deserve love. Let's begin. Part 1. Why feet get colder as you age, when the warmth fades quietly but meaningfully. There are certain things we expect as we grow older. Gray hair, slower steps, more time for reflection. But some changes catch us by surprise, like the cold that settles into our feet. You may notice it more at night, lying in bed, perfectly warm from the waist up, yet your feet feel distant, unreachable, as if no amount of blanket or socks can quite restore their warmth. You may try to brush it off. It's just the weather. I must need thicker socks. But in truth, this change often has little to do with outside temperatures and everything to do with the quiet, slow transformations inside your body. The circulatory system, a longer journey for blood. Your feet are the farthest points from your heart. They sit at the very bottom of your circulatory map, and every heartbeat must push blood, warm, oxygen-rich, life-giving blood, down to the toes and back up again. When we're young, this journey happens smoothly. The arteries are elastic, the heart is strong, the blood moves like a confident traveler on a clear road. But after 60, the journey changes. The heart may beat a little more slowly, the blood vessels, especially the tiny ones in the feet, may narrow or stiffen, a process called vascular aging. This means blood takes longer to reach your toes, less warmth arrives, and once the blood is there, it sometimes struggles to return, creating a sense of heaviness or coldness. This is one of the most common reasons seniors feel cold feet, especially at rest, not because the room is cold, but because the blood isn't moving like it used to. Less natural insulation. When you were younger, the soles of your feet were cushioned, not just by calluses, but by fat pads that served as both shock absorbers and insulation. These soft pads help retain warmth, absorb impact when walking, and keep nerves and blood vessels protected. But as you age, the fat pads under the feet often thin out. This process happens gradually, so gradually that most people don't notice it until their feet begin to ache or chill more often. Add to that the thinning of skin itself with age, and your feet now lose heat faster than ever before. You might still feel warm on your back or chest, but your feet, they're less protected, less padded, and more exposed to cold from the inside out. The role of nerve changes, peripheral neuropathy. One of the most misunderstood causes of cold feet in older adults isn't about temperature at all. It's about sensation. Many seniors develop a condition called peripheral neuropathy, where the nerves in the feet and hands become damaged or less responsive. This can lead to numbness, tingling, burning, or a cold feeling even when the skin is warm to the touch. It's as if the signal from your feet to your brain becomes distorted. You may touch your toes and feel nothing, yet your brain registers them as icy. Or you may feel tingling, buzzing, or pain that has nothing to do with the actual temperature. This is especially common in people with diabetes, long-term medication use, history of nerve compression, vitamin B12 deficiency, or poor circulation over time. And while it's not dangerous in the moment, it can affect sleep, comfort, and even balance, especially if you lose awareness of how your feet feel altogether. Hormonal shifts, especially the thyroid. The thyroid gland is a small, butterfly-shaped organ in your neck, but it affects your entire body's temperature regulation. As we age, the thyroid may slow down, a condition known as hypothyroidism. Symptoms include feeling cold more often, fatigue, slower metabolism, weight gain, dry skin, cold hands and feet. Even a mild, underactive thyroid can cause the feet to feel persistently chilly, especially in the evenings. This is why it's important to check in with your doctor about any ongoing sensation of cold feet, especially if it's paired with tiredness, dry skin, or brain fog. Reduced physical activity. Movement increases circulation. Simple. But as we age, we tend to move less frequently, more cautiously, or with less intensity. This decrease in daily physical activity means blood flow to the extremities slows, muscles around the feet become less active. The internal warmth created by movement diminishes. So even if your heart is strong, a lack of movement can lead to what we call functional coldness, where the feet are cold simply because they've stayed still too long. And this is especially true in the evening hours after dinner when the body naturally begins to cool down. Your body was made to move. Even in stillness, it longs to flow. So far, we've explored the physical causes: circulation, thinning skin, nerve sensitivity, reduced movement, and hormonal shifts. But sometimes, what the body shows on the outside is also a quiet reflection of something internal, something emotional. Because not all cold feet are caused by blood flow, some are caused by what the heart is holding. In Eastern medicine and many holistic traditions, the feet are considered a mirror of the soul's state. They're believed to carry residual emotion, life stress, suppressed tension, and the energetic weight of unspoken experience. Have you ever heard the phrase cold feet in the emotional sense? He got cold feet before the wedding. She has cold feet about the decision. It refers to fear, uncertainty, or withdrawal. Interestingly, this metaphor isn't far from what many seniors actually feel. As life slows down, as routines change, as people around you pass or drift away, there can be a quiet retreat inward. Less walking, less socializing, less expression, and sometimes the feet, those farthest extensions of the body, are the first to withdraw from warmth. Emotional withdrawing can show up physically. The body remembers everything, and over time, it learns patterns. Protect here, avoid there. Hold back now, stay still just in case. And the feet? They don't just carry you, they also hold you in every sense. So when your feet grow cold, consider this gentle question: what have I been holding on to lately? What have I stopped moving toward? It's not about guilt or diagnosis, it's about awareness. Because sometimes the act of noticing is the first act of healing. While many causes of cold feet are harmless and manageable, it's important not to dismiss certain signs, especially if they point to larger health concerns. 1. Peripheral artery disease, PAD. This is a narrowing of blood vessels in the legs, reducing circulation to the feet. Warning signs may include one foot colder than the other, feet turning pale, bluish, or purple, cramping in the calves while walking, slow toenail or hair growth, poor wound healing on the feet. If left untreated, PAD can lead to ulcers or infections. Always speak with your doctor if symptoms persist. 2. Diabetic neuropathy. For seniors with diabetes, cold feet may signal nerve damage, even if there's no visible cause. You may experience numbness or tingling, burning sensations, a frozen feeling in the feet at night, less ability to feel temperature. This can increase the risk of injury, infection, or unnoticed wounds. Regular foot checks and blood sugar management are vital. 3. Hypothyroidism. As mentioned earlier, the thyroid gland helps regulate temperature and metabolism. If you notice cold feet and hands, fatigue, constipation, dry skin, slowed speech, or memory, a simple blood test, TSH, can identify the issue. Treatment is often very manageable with thyroid medication. What to watch for: gentle self awareness. Keep an eye on your feet each evening. Ask yourself, are my feet colder than the rest of my body? Is one foot colder than the other? Is the skin changing color? Are there spots I can't feel when I touch them? Do I wake up from the cold sensation even under blankets? Tip: if possible, touch your feet with your hand or a warm cloth each night. Observe not just the temperature, but the feeling of connection. This can be both a physical and emotional check in. Your feet have carried a lifetime. Let's listen to them now. Think of everywhere your feet have taken you. First steps as a child, dancing at weddings, standing long hours to cook, clean, or care for others. Walks through parks, cities, airports, hospitals, even pacing late into the night, worrying about someone you love. They've carried it all without asking much in return. Now, as they begin to cool, as they call for warmth each night, it's not just about socks or slippers. It's about presence. It's about saying, I see you, I feel you, and I haven't forgotten the miles you've walked with me. Part 2. 4 gentle fixes to try tonight. Simple nightly rituals to warm your feet and restore your peace. Now that we understand why feet grow colder with age, circulation, nerve changes, hormonal shifts, and emotional withdrawal, let's explore how we can respond. Because the goal isn't just warmth, it's connection to your body, to your comfort, to a ritual of care you can return to every night, like a soft closing to a long, full day. You don't need expensive devices, you don't need pills or fancy routines, just a few small, mindful steps you can do in under 20 minutes. Let's begin. 1. Warm foot soak. Invite circulation and calm. Why it works. Warm water naturally draws blood to the surface, helping stimulate blood flow to the toes and relax tight muscles in the soles. Even more, it soothes the nervous system, signaling the body that sleep is near. How to do it. Fill a basin or bucket with warm, not hot water, enough to reach just above the ankles. Optional, add half cup Epsom salt for magnesium and muscle relief. Optional, add a few drops of lavender or chamomile essential oil. Soak for 10 to 15 minutes in silence or with soft music. What you'll feel. The tingling of blood returning, the releasing of tension in the calves, a lightness where stiffness lived. You're not just soaking feet, you're telling the body, I'm ready to stop holding. Extra tip. After soaking, pat feet dry and immediately wear warm, breathable socks to retain the heat. 2. Gentle foot massage with warm oil. Stimulate nerves and ground the body. Why it works. Massage isn't just for comfort. It activates thousands of nerve endings in the feet, improves microcirculation, and sends calming signals to the brain and heart. Combined with warm oil, it becomes a deeply grounding ritual, anchoring you in the present moment. How to do it. Use natural oil. Olive, coconut, or sesame oil work well. Warm a tablespoon of oil slightly in your palms or a small dish. Sit comfortably with one leg crossed. Start at the heel and work up to the toes. Use thumbs to apply slow, circular pressure on the arch. Gently rotate each toe, press into the ball of the foot, and don't forget the ankle. Repeat on the other foot. Do this for 5 to 10 minutes before sleep. In this moment, you are not fixing, you are honoring. Bonus. Foot massage before bed also reduces stress, lowers blood pressure, and may help relieve leg cramps and restless leg syndrome. 3. Legs up relaxation, a 2-minute boost for circulation. Why it works. Gravity pulls blood downward all day. This position gently reverses that, helping venous blood return to the heart and fresh oxygen flow back to the lower limbs. It also calms the vagus nerve, a key part of the rest and digest system. How to do it. Lie on your bed or the floor with your legs resting up on a wall, a chair, or a stack of pillows. Let your feet be elevated higher than your heart. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly for 4 seconds. Pause. Exhale gently for 6 seconds. Stay here for 2 to 5 minutes. What you'll feel. A lightness in your legs, warmth returning to your toes, a quiet reset in your nervous system. You don't have to move to improve circulation. Sometimes you just need to pause. Tip, do this right before slipping into bed, especially if you've been sitting for long periods during the day. 4. The right kind of socks, but not too tight. Why it works. Socks are often the first and last line of defense against cold feet at night, but not all socks are helpful. Tight elastic cuffs can actually restrict circulation, making your feet colder, especially in older adults with thinner skin or poor vascular flow. How to choose the right socks. Use natural fibers like cotton, wool, or bamboo. These are breathable and insulating. Avoid synthetic, tight-fitting socks or compression socks for overnight use, unless medically prescribed. Look for loose cuffs that won't leave marks on your ankles. Consider double layering thin socks, cotton inner, wool outer, in cold climates. Bonus ritual. Warm your socks in the dryer for 30 seconds before wearing them. The heat isn't just comforting, it activates circulation immediately when applied to cold feet. Sometimes the gentlest act of care is remembering to warm your socks before bed. Here's how you can combine all 4 steps into one quiet, loving evening ritual. Prepare a warm foot soak while playing soft music or a calming voice. After drying your feet, apply warm oil and give each foot a slow, deliberate massage. Lie back and place your legs up on pillows, breathing slowly. Slip on your pre warmed, breathable socks, pull up the covers, whisper to yourself, "Tonight, I sleep with warmth. Tonight, my feet remember how to rest." Cold feet are not a weakness. They are not a sign that something is broken. They are invitations from your body, from your history, from your soul, invitations to pause, to listen, to restore. So tonight, when you feel that first chill, don't rush to fix it with frustration. Instead, meet it with gentleness, because your feet are not just cold, they are wise. They are asking for presence, and you have the power to answer with warmth. The body never stops trying to feel alive, even in the toes, especially in the quiet hours. You've walked far, across years, across thresholds of joy and sorrow, across hospital floors, wedding aisles, early morning kitchens, and quiet garden paths. Your feet have carried it all, often without thanks, often without pause. Now, as they grow colder with age, they're not just losing heat, they're asking for care. They're reminding you, "I'm still here. I've walked with you through everything, and I still want to walk with you, but I need rest. I need warmth. I need your hands again." So tonight, don't ignore them. Don't rush past that chill. Don't brush off the cold as just part of aging. Instead, respond with presence, with a bowl of warm water, with oil and a soft touch, with socks that comfort, not constrict, with breath that says, "You are not forgotten. You are still part of me, and I'm still listening." You may not control everything that comes with age, but you can control how you show up for yourself. And even something as simple as warming your feet can be a sacred act of remembering that your body is still yours, still alive, still worthy of comfort. Warmth isn't just physical, it's how you treat yourself when no one's watching. If this message touched you, like this video so others can feel less alone. Share it with someone who's been quietly struggling with cold feet or sleepless nights. Subscribe to True Senior Wisdom for weekly comfort, healing, and gentle support for the aging journey. You've given so much. Now it's your turn to receive. Even if it begins with something as small as your toes and as powerful as your own quiet attention. Good night. May your feet rest in warmth, and may your heart follow.